did all the right, nothing all day long. I stayed inside the morning like a song that doesn't end, just keeps returning home to the same warm chord, the same known tone. I didn't clean the counter by the door, I didn't get the grocery run I swore I'd do before the week got out of hand. But Sunday had a different kind of plan. I found the blanket I've been meaning to relocate from the chair beside the blue front window where it lives since sometime spring. I wrapped it round my shoulders like a king of absolutely nothing, and was proud of how the afternoon came slow and loud in its own quiet way of taking space and making everything feel in its place. Some people fill the hours to the top with errands and with reasons not to stop, but I have found the better use of days is learning how to sit inside the haze. All the right nothing, all the right slow, all the right staying where the good things grow. The afternoon stretched out without a seam. All the right nothing, better than it seemed. All the right nothing, warm and wide and true. All the right nothing is the thing I do on Sundays when the week has stepped aside. All the right nothing, and I'm satisfied. The afternoon delivered what it had, a nap that lasted longer than it planned, a podcast I fell asleep inside of, a cup of tea I made with sleepy hand. By 5 the room was darker at the edges, the kind of dark that asks you to slow down. I lit the lamp and left the outer edges of the to-do list somewhere out of town. Some people fill the hours to the top with errands and with reasons not to stop, but I have found the better use of days is learning how to sit inside the haze. All the right nothing, all the right slow, all the right staying where the good things grow. The afternoon stretched out without a seam. All the right nothing, better than it seemed. All the right nothing, warm and wide and true. All the right nothing is the thing I do on Sundays when the week has stepped aside. All the right nothing, and I'm satisfied. Teach myself in harder weeks to carry this inside when pressure seeks to fill the space with noise and speed and need. I wanna plant the Sunday like a seed inside the Monday morning that will come and water it with everything I'm from. The blanket and the window and the light, the all the right nothing of a Sunday night. All the right nothing, all the right slow, all the right staying where the good things grow. The afternoon stretched out without a seam. All the right nothing, better than it seemed. All the right nothing, warm and wide and true. All the right nothing is the thing I do on Sundays when the week has stepped aside. All the right nothing, and I'm satisfied. 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 Just this.
Something changed around me. Can't tell if it's me or here. Something changed around me, and I can't put my finger on it. Not in a bad way, just somewhere between one moment and the next. It was already different without asking. The street looked different, not because anything moved, but because the light hit it differently. The way a familiar room feels unfamiliar after you've been away, even just for a night. I walked the same way home, but it felt like I was walking it for the first time. Something about the smell, something about the temperature, something about the way my footsteps sounded different on the same pavement. I don't know if I changed or if this place did. Still can't tell. So something changed around me. Can't tell if it's me or here. Something changed around me, and I can't put my finger on it. Not in a bad way, just somewhere between one moment and the next. It was already different. Without asking, I don't know what shifted. I don't know if it was me or the season or both, but something did, and I let it. Something changed. Still can't tell. That's okay. Just different now, quietly.
You still take the left side of the bed, the same side you picked the very first night. I take the right, and every word unsaid between us now is just the comfortable right. The autumn comes and you still find the blanket. Before I ask, you pull it to my side. Some gestures are so old we barely bank it, but every one of them still fills me with the tide. Still your side, still my side. All the years between still side by side and fine. Still your side of every morning. Still the coffee made without a warning. Every ordinary thing you do is the most extraordinary thing I knew. Still your side of all the quiet nights. Still the one who gets the window light. I had a life before this one. Still your side is where I've always run. You laugh at things the same way as before. The corner of your mouth still goes that way. I notice it and nothing else, and more than that is all I need to start the day. Still your side, still my side. All the years between still side by side and fine. Still your side of every morning. Still the coffee made without a warning. Every ordinary thing you do is the most extraordinary thing I knew. Still your side of all the quiet nights. Still the one who gets the window light. I had a life before this one. Still your side is where I've always run. 20 years of ordinary days is the most extraordinary of the ways to love someone. Still your side, and still I reach across in the dark to check I haven't lost the warmth of you beside me in the cold. The autumn version of a story getting old. Still your side, and still it feels like first. Still the best, and still the unrehearsed. I had a life, I have this one. Still your side until we're done. Still your side. Still your side. Still your side. I've taken 100 roads that didn't go anywhere. I've made 100 choices I'd take back if I could, but this one right here with you in the middle of it is the one I'd make again if given the choice I should. You're not the easy version of what I thought I wanted. You're better than the list I had when I was 22. You show up in the ways that actually matter, and I didn't know the difference until you. And I know that nothing's certain, and I know that things can change, but I've never been more sure of anything than I am standing right here in this place. I still choose this line, even knowing how it ends. I'd still choose this line, even on the harder days. I'd still choose every Wednesday and every argument and every ordinary moment in between. I'd still choose this line, I'd still choose you. People leave when it got complicated. I've been the one who left when I was scared before, but I keep showing up because showing up is easy when the person that you're showing up for keeps you wanting more. You make the mundane feel like something worth recording. You make the complicated feel like something we can do. And I've been writing songs in my head single one of them is you. And I know that nothing's certain, and I know that things can change, but I've never been more sure of anything than I am standing right here in this place. I'd still choose this line, even knowing how it ends. I'd still choose this line, even on the harder days. I'd still choose every Wednesday and every argument and every ordinary moment in between. I'd still choose this line, I'd still choose you. I'm not saying it's perfect, I'm not saying it's without the hard days. I'm saying that the hard days with you are still better than the easy days alone. And if I'm being honest with myself completely, I stopped looking for a way out a long time ago, because somewhere in the middle of the ordinary, this became the only place I want to go. I'd still choose this line, even knowing how it ends. I'd still choose this line, even on the harder days. I'd still choose every Wednesday and every argument and every ordinary moment in between. I'd still choose this line, I'd still choose you. I'd always choose you. I'd still choose this line. I'd still choose it every time. Always you. The curtain diffuses the afternoon light into something softer than what came before. The room is all cotton and golden and right in the way that only Sundays are for. I've been sitting here since somewhere past noon in the particular warmth of a Sunday's face, when the light comes through fabric and into the room and makes an ordinary place a place. Cotton light, cotton soft, Sunday afternoon. Cotton light, come coming through the room. I am here and it is warm and it is mine. Cotton light, just the softest kind of shine. Cotton light on the floor and on my hands. Cotton light, no more plans, no more plans. I will stay inside this afternoon. Cotton light, and I am home. I move the lamp to somewhere less in the way of the natural path the afternoon made. Across the floor from the windows, east facing day, to the wall where the bookshelf sat in the shade. The light found the spines and made them glow warm with the titles I collected over years of Sunday afternoons in various form, but the same essential feeling that clears the week away and puts the quiet back. Cotton light, cotton soft Sunday afternoon. Cotton light coming through the room. I am here and it is warm and it is mine. Cotton light, just the softest kind of shine. Cotton light on the floor and on my hands. Cotton light, no more plans, no more plans. I will stay inside this afternoon. Cotton light, and I am home. Before the cotton light, it turned to gold, a deeper, richer version of the same. And I sat in it willingly and old enough to know this afternoon's first name was peace, or something close to it, the kind that doesn't come from doing anything but sitting in the light until you find that nothing else was needed but this thing. The cotton light knows something I am still learning how to practice on the days that feel too urgent and too much to fill with stillness and the ordinary haze of afternoon light through a bedroom curtain. I wanna learn it better, wanna keep the feeling near when everything feels uncertain. And cotton light is all I have to read. Cotton light, cotton soft Sunday afternoon. Cotton light coming through the room. I am here and it is warm and it is mine. Cotton light, just the softest kind of shine. Cotton light on the floor and on my hands. Cotton light, no more plans, no more plans. I will stay inside this afternoon. Cotton light, and I am home. And I am home. Cotton light, and I am home. Cotton light, and I am home.
The air today has weight and no direction. It presses down on everything it touches. The leaves gave up on moving hours ago, and I gave up on giving this a name. Before the rain there is this particular silence that isn't quiet, isn't waiting, isn't still. It's something more, like everything suspended between the thing that was and what will spill. I have felt this kind of heavy before, in the hours before something breaks, in the moment right before a word is spoken that changes everything it takes. Heavy air, the sky's full of everything it hasn't said. Heavy air, I have been carrying the same thing in my chest. Not a sadness, not a longing, just a weight that belongs to this particular time of year. Heavy air, and I am learning how to breathe inside it without fear. Someone somewhere is deciding something. I can feel the pressure of their thinking. The whole city holds a collective breath before the summer finally starts sinking. I have lived through all the versions of this weather, the kind that builds and breaks and starts again. And every time I think I know its language, it finds a new way to begin. I have felt this kind of heavy before, in the hours before something breaks, in the moment right before a word is spoken that changes everything it takes. Heavy air, the sky is full of everything it hasn't said. Heavy air, I have been carrying the same thing in my chest. Not a sadness, not a longing, just a weight that belongs to this particular time of year. Heavy air, and I am learning how to breathe inside it without fear. Maybe the weight is not a warning. Maybe the weight is just the sky collecting everything it needs before it finally lets it go. Heavy air, the sky is full of everything it hasn't said. Heavy air, I have been carrying the same thing in my chest. Not a sadness, not a longing, just a weight that belongs to this particular time of year. Heavy air, and I am learning how to breathe inside it without fear. Inside it without fear. Inside it. You're the closest thing to certain I have ever known, the closest thing to easy, the closest thing to home. I've held a lot of maybes in these hands of mine, but you're the closest thing to sure every single time. I grew up learning everything could shift. That ground was something borrowed, not to keep. So I made peace with holding things loosely and taught myself the art of letting go in sleep. But then there's you, the one exception to the rule I made, the thing I keep on reaching for long after everything else starts to fade. You're the closest thing to certain I have ever known, the closest thing to easy, the closest thing to home. I've held a lot of maybes in these hands of mine, but you're the closest thing to sure every single time. Every single time. There are words that sound like promise promises, but hollow out with time. And there are people who feel permanent before they change their mind. But you're a different kind of constant in the way you don't announce it. You just stay the way the ocean stays. No need to prove or count it. And I've stopped trying to explain it to the part of me that needs a reason why. Some things don't require understanding. They just ask you to stop running and arrive. You're the closest thing to certain I have ever known. The closest thing to easy, the closest thing to home. I've held a lot of maybes in these hands of mine, but you're the closest thing to sure every single time. Not perfect, not a promise carved in stone. Just the realest thing I've found since being on my own. The closest thing to knowing I belong is standing here with you, where I've been all along. Closest thing to certain, closest thing to home every time.
I'd always left before the night got late. I had a habit of the easy out, but something held me at your garden gate that first time, and I didn't think to doubt. You made the kind of coffee no one makes. You put on something quiet and we talked until the street lights dimmed and morning breaks. I hadn't planned to stay but never walked. The first time I stayed, something in me changed. The first time I stayed, I knew something was different about the room. The first time I stayed with you, there wasn't any need to leave too soon. First love is the moment that you choose to stay instead of nothing left to lose. The first time I stayed, I already knew. We watched the city quiet down outside. You fell asleep before the hour changed. I sat there with a feeling I can't hide, that something in my life had rearranged. The first time I stayed, everything was late. The first time I stayed, I knew something was different about the room. The first time I stayed with you, there wasn't any need to leave too soon. First love is the moment that you choose to stay instead of nothing left to lose. The first time I stayed, I already knew. Before that night I always had a plan, a reason and an exit and a door. But something in the staying made a man of someone who had never stayed before. The first time I stayed, I knew something was different about the room. The first time to lose. The first time I stayed, I already knew. The first time I stayed, I already knew. The first time I stayed. The secondhand record shop on Delmar Street has been arranged by mood, not year or name. I spent an hour flipping through the beat of other people's Saturdays the same. I found a record with a handwritten note tucked in the sleeve in blue ink, small and neat. It said, "This one got me through the longest boat of winter nights. Now pass it down the street." Secondhand record, secondhand soul. Someone else carried it, now it's whole in mine. Secondhand record shop on Delmar Street is the best place I've ever been to meet some version of the person that I am on a Saturday without a single plan. Secondhand record shop and the needle drops on someone else's life that never stops. I carried home a stranger's winter night. Secondhand record shop, it's alright. I played it twice before I read the note again and understood the winter and the blue. The record had a language and the wind of being passed along was coming through. Secondhand record, secondhand soul. Someone else carried it, now it's whole in mine. Secondhand record shop on Delmar Street is the best place I've ever been to meet some version of the person that I am on a Saturday without a single plan. Secondhand record shop and the needle drops on someone else's life that never stops. I carried home a stranger's winter night. Secondhand record shop, it's alright. Maybe music is the longest passing note. Maybe secondhand is how the best things float. Secondhand record shop, I'm going back every Saturday with the same exact eye for something no one chose to keep, but someone left for someone else to reap. Secondhand record shop, the note I'll write when I pass it on will say the same tonight. I carried home a stranger, now I'll send along. Secondhand record shop, secondhand song. Secondhand record shop, secondhand.
Time moved like something that forgot its name, unhurried and unordered and unclaimed. I let the hours pool around approaching and no storm to dread. I have spent so long outrunning something. I forgot what it was like to be led by nothing, by nowhere, by the window and the light, by the slow turn of the afternoon into the early night. Slow weather, the kind that doesn't ask you to prepare. Slow weather, I have been so ready for so long out there, but today the sky just stayed the way it was, and the hours came and went without a cost. Slow weather, and I let it move me the way you let yourself get lost. The shadows practice on the wall, their slow migration from the left to right. The mathematics no one put together, just the patient geometry of light. I have been so full of urgency and direction, so committed to the forward endless net, I almost missed the whole of this particular, unrepeatable and ordinary rest. By nothing, by nowhere, by the window and the light, by the slow turn of the afternoon into the early night. Slow weather, the kind that doesn't ask you to prepare. Slow weather, I have been so ready for so long out there, but today the sky just stayed the way it was, and the hours came and went without a cost. Slow weather, and I let it move me the way you let yourself get lost. Maybe the bravest thing I've done all year is sit inside this room and let the afternoon be what it was, and nothing more. Slow weather, the kind that doesn't ask you to prepare. Slow weather, I have been so ready for so long out there, but today the sky just stayed the way it was, and the hours came and went without a cost. Slow weather, and I let it move me the way you let yourself get lost, the way you let yourself get lost, the way you let yourself. The summer didn't ask me to do anything remarkable or worth the telling later. It just kept being summer day by day, a slow and unremarkable narrator. And I kept being in it without drama, without the kind of story people keep, just the ordinary presence of a person inside a season, breathing half asleep. There is no monument to this kind of staying, no record of the hours I just lived, but something about being here without a reason feels like the most honest thing I've ever given. Still here, inside the summer with no place I'd rather be. Still here, not arrived, not leaving, just existing quietly. I used to need a reason for my presence, I used to need the moment to be earned. Still here, and the season doesn't ask me what I've learned. I watch the summer age across the windowsill, the way the light moved earlier each week, a small reminder in the geometry of afternoons, everything is brief. And brief is not the same as unimportant. And passing is not the same as without worth. I have been inside this summer long enough to understand the value of the earth. There is no monument to this kind of staying, no record of the hours I just lived, but something about being here without a reason feels like the most honest thing I've ever given. Still here, inside the summer with no place I'd rather be. Still here, not arrived, not leaving, just existing quietly. I used to need a reason for my presence. I used to need the moment to be earned. Still here, and the season doesn't ask me what I've learned. Maybe the whole point was never the arriving. Maybe the whole point was the staying in the middle of a summer that didn't need me to be anything but here. Still here, inside the summer with no place I'd rather be. Still here, not arrived, not leaving, just existing quietly. I used to need a reason for my presence. I used to need the moment to be earned. Still here, and the season doesn't ask me what I've learned. What I've learned, what I've learned.
Took the clock down from the kitchen wall, the second week of autumn in the flat, and haven't found a reason to recall what time it was or where the hours sat. The Sunday does its own math anyway. It moves from light to lighter to the gold, and then to blue without a word to say about the hours or the story it has told. I woke up sometime after what felt like 8 or maybe 9. The light said something warm. I didn't check the phone to calculate the position of the morning in the form of hours, minutes, any fraction there. I lay and watched the ceiling for a while. I thought about the texture of the air and whether mornings had a certain style. Sunday has no clock and I am glad. Sunday has no clock for good or bad. It only has the light and what it lands on the floor, the book, the cup I've had my hands on. Sunday has no clock and I just Sunday and me, and whatever hour the morning wants to be. Sunday has no clock and neither do I. By the time the light had cleared the window ledge and landed in the middle of the room, I've been awake a while, and from the edge of sleep into the golden afternoon, without a notice or a clear divide between the dreaming and the waking slow. The Sunday is the only place I've tried to not know what I know and let it go. Sunday has no clock and I am glad. Sunday has no clock for good or bad. It only has the light and what it lands on. The floor, the book, the cup I've had my hands on. Sunday has no clock, and neither do I. I think the clock was never mine to start. It was the week's invention, and its art of keeping me inside the measured frame where every minute had a task or name. But Sunday stripped it from the kitchen wall and told me that the light was the only call I needed for the knowing of the time. The gold across the floor is yours and mine. Sunday has no clock, and I am glad. Sunday has no clock. For good or bad, it only has the light and what it lands on the floor, the book, the cup I've had my hands on. Sunday has no clock, and I am free. Sunday has no clock, just Sunday and me, and whatever hour the morning wants to be. Sunday has no clock, and neither do I. Neither do I. Sunday has no clock, neither do I.
Before I knew the shape of what I wanted, before I knew the world had edges and ends, before the first word landed in my chest, you were already in. Not a choice, not a decision I arrived at, not something I could reason or explain. You were the fact before I learned the language, the constant before anything became. I have loved things since with all the words for it. I have named it and I have held it close, but nothing came before the way you found me. Nothing settled in me deeper or more. Before the map, before the compass, before I knew which way was north, you were already true. You were already the direction everything else came toward. Before anything else, before anything else, you were the whole of what I knew. Before anything else, before anything else, I was already completely yours. Before I had a word for this, before I understood the size, you were the answer I was living in. Before I knew the question, before anything else, there was just you. I've tried to trace it back to where it started, and every road I take runs out of road. Every first I find is you already in it, like you were written into the original code. The way I reach for warmth in any room, the way I know when something feels like home. Every instinct I have ever trusted learned its shape from you before I was alone. And now I carry you inside the ordinary, in the way I hold my coffee, face the light, and every small decision that feels easy, because you showed me once what easy felt like. Before the map, before the compass, before I knew which way was north, you were already true. You were already the direction everything else came toward. Before anything else, before anything else, you were the whole of what I knew. Before anything else, before anything else, I was already completely yours. Before I had a word for this, before I understood was just you. I don't know how to say this any smaller than it is. You were before the beginning. You were the reason I knew what beginning felt like. You were first. You have always been first, and nothing that came after changed that. Before anything else, before anything else, you were the whole of what I knew. Before anything else, before anything else, I was already completely yours. Before I had a word for this, before I understood the size, you were the answer I was living in. Before I knew the question, before anything else, there was just you. Just you. Just you. Just you. Could have taken the straight line home, the one that everyone agreed was right. But something in me turned at the last corner and chose the long dark of the longer night. I have been so efficient with my living, so practical and pointed and on time, that I forgot the roads I never finished, the ones I left half lit and left behind. So I took the long way down the street that bends and doesn't end the way they said it would. Took the long way past the things that didn't make it into the version of me that I understood. The long way, the long way, not the road they built for someone else's feet. The long way, the long way, every detour brought me somewhere I needed to meet. I have lost so many hours to the shortcuts. I have cut so many corners to be clean. The long way, and every wrong turn was the most honest thing. I passed the place I said I'd never go back to, and it was smaller than the size I gave it in my head. I passed the version of myself that stayed there, and she looked relieved I'd come for her instead. The map I carried had no room for wandering, no margin and no white space and no pause. But the road kept opening up new questions, and I kept walking past the given cause. So I took the long way down the street that bends and doesn't end the way they said it would. Took the long way past the things that didn't make it into the version of me that I understood. The long way, the long way, not the road they built for someone else's feet. The long way, the long way, every detour brought me somewhere I needed to meet. I have lost so many hours to the shortcuts. I have cut so many corners to be clean. The long way, and every wrong turn was the most honest thing. I stopped asking for the fastest route. I started asking what I needed to walk through, and the answer was the long way. The answer was always the long way. The long way, the long way. be clean. The wrong way, the wrong way, the wrong way. Every wrong turn was the most honest thing. The wrong way. The wrong way. Nothing urgent came from me today. The phone sat quiet by the water glass, and I discovered in the space between that I had forgotten how to just be last. Not last in line, not left behind the others. Last as in the one who isn't rushing anywhere. Last as in the one who took the window seat and stayed there past the point of being fair. I have been so available to every call, so ready for whatever came along, that I forgot the sound of my own breathing in a room where nothing had gone wrong. Nothing urgent, nothing urgent. The afternoon with nothing that it needs from me. Nothing urgent, nothing urgent. I have been so long on someone else's frequency, but today the whole world took a breath and forgot to ask me where I'd been. Nothing urgent, and I remembered what it felt like to be seen by no one for a while. I reread something I had written years ago and found a stranger in the younger words. Someone who was always in a hurry to become a thing before she was heard. I wanted to reach back and hold her shoulders and say the urgency was always yours. No one else required that particular rushing. You invented all those closing doors. I have been so available to every call, so ready for whatever came along, that I forgot the sound of my own breathing in a room where nothing had gone wrong. Nothing urgent, nothing urgent. The afternoon with nothing that it needs from me. Nothing urgent, nothing urgent. I have been so long on someone else's frequency, but today the whole world took a breath and forgot to ask me where I'd been. Nothing urgent, and I remembered what it felt like to be seen by no one for a while. There is a version of enough that doesn't ask for more. It just sits in the afternoon with both hands open and lets the day come through the door. Nothing urgent, nothing urgent. The afternoon with nothing that it